Hey, good morning, everyone. Brian Hoops here, Midwest Market Solutions Market Insider TV. This is our opening commentary, Tuesday, October the 8th, as we take a look at our trading day ahead. Any news that came out yesterday or last night. Our TV segment looked at some technicals of the markets last night and how that is shaping up. During the day session, we post our midday commentary and put that on YouTube as well as our Twitter feed. So recommend that you sign up for YouTube subscription there to get the latest videos when they are sent out, such as this video. And then also our TV segments of RFD TV and our midday commentaries. So let's get into what's happening here this morning. As we have the U.S. dollar just slightly lower here, a little two-sided trade, natural gas down, crude oil taking a breather as apparently the war in the Middle East is taking a pause, and so that's allowed the crude oil market to pull back nearly 2% this morning. Stock market rebounding after some losses we're seeing yesterday. And then gold, silver, a lot of variability here. Gold is up slightly, but silver is getting hit pretty hard with 55-cent losses. Corn, soybeans lower, 3.5 cents lower. Corn, beans down 15.5. Meal down a couple dollars. And the wheat is a little softer here as well, 3 to nearly 4 cents weaker in the wheat futures. So we are losing fundamental support for these grain markets. Technicals starting to break down as well. And it's probably going to lead us to some new lows here before the end of the month of October. So let's start talking about what we have on tap in news and our trading day today. So first, we'll look at some weather. Weather over the weekend. It was a fairly wet weekend in Brazil, and more rains are forecast this week with regular monsoonal type rains starting in mid-October. So we should be seeing some rains on the radar today through the rest of this week, and then a lot of rain is expected to hit Brazil in the last half of October. U.S. weather here looks warm and dry for the next at least 10 days, probably even longer than that, allowing active harvest pace to continue. A lot of producers making good progress in their fields with corn, soybean harvest, and weather is certainly not slowing them down. Yields remain variable, and that will probably won't change. Some of the later planted soybeans that got put in May are coming in, as far as yield goes, less than expected, very disappointing overall. So crop progress numbers out yesterday, and tells us here that corn harvest is now 30% complete. We have expectations were 34%. We are 31 last year, 27 on average. So corn harvest just a little bit ahead of normal pace. Soybean harvest is 47% complete, and last year we were 37, and on average it's 34%. So the soybean harvest is really making good strides in here. We're ahead of normal pace and nearly 50% done with that harvest. Winter wheat seeding is 51% complete. That is right in line with last year's pace of 52 and the average, which was also 52% done. So we're pretty much normal pace. I would think we're going to slow down just a little bit in some of that winter wheat seedings, hoping that we get some moisture in the plains. That is not in the forecast, right? For the next week to 2 weeks. It's pretty dry in the southern plains. WASDE report comes out this Friday. It's going to be the focus of the market in here. Now, I think we're probably set ourselves up for some big surprises from WASDE, as expectations are for a small yield reduction in corn to 183.5, down 1/10 of a bushel from last month. That gives us a production figure of 15.17 billion bushels, still the second largest in history, trailing last year. Soybean production expected to be unchanged at 53.2 bushels per acre. That gives us a 4.581 billion bushel crop. That would be record large. So soybean production expected to be unchanged. Corn down slightly. USDA I don't think is going to be this conservative. I think they will make some changes, and that will also affect the balance sheet. So ending stocks expect to be down slightly in corn, 1.988 billion bushels. While the production numbers don't change, the quarterly stocks numbers get factored into this, and this will pull our ending stocks figures down. Soybean stocks virtually unchanged from last month, along with wheat. 820 million bushels, 828 was last month. Soybeans 546 versus 550. USDA likely to make some minor changes in here, I think. Maybe some export business, certainly production-wise as well in this report. This week's cattle facts show list, it's up 6,600 head for a total of 236,000 head. Very quiet, choppy trade in the cattle market yesterday, except for October, which rallied. Haven't seen any deliveries, but it is certainly a possibility as we're now about 187.50, $1.50 over the cash markets. We could see some deliveries. We haven't talked about this for many, many, many months, almost all of this year, that there is that possibility of deliverable against the cattle market. Cash trade, as I said, is kind of a steady mix to go for the cash markets this week. Cutouts are higher, so that gives us confidence we will see stronger cash trade. So we'll see if we can build on these futures. But as we said, we're already factoring in, anticipating better cash news this week compared to a week ago. All right, sign off here. But if you have any questions, please reach out to us. We'd be glad to talk some market strategies with you. Have a great day. This has been Brian Hoops from Midwest Markets. Talk to you again soon.